Well, let's find a seat that feels comfortable first for us. I'm going to start with Sukhasana. Bring the feet under the shins. See how that feels. If that doesn't feel comfortable, you can always take your right foot on top and place it between the thigh and the calf muscle on the left leg. I'm going to go back to Sukhasana. Move the muscles from the sits bones so you can lift the spine. Roll the shoulders back and down. Right over here. There you go. That's your spot. Lower the eyelids or close the eyes and lengthen the neck. Okay, you have to go like that. I know. And come into this space, letting go of whatever happened before your practice today, or whatever you have planned for the rest of your day. And then bring your hands together, opening your eyes, looking at your hands. And your hands are going to come together with the outer edges touching, pinky edges touching. This is a lovely morning prayer to get you going. Looking at the tip of your fingers, see Goddess Lakshmi. See all the prosperity available at the tip of your fingers. And in the middle of your hands, you can see Goddess Saraswati. She's for eloquence and learning. And at the base of your hands, Lord Vishnu, Govinda, all power. We have all this power in our hands, all the possibility, all the miracle in our hands today. The mantra that goes with this beautiful Pushpaputta Mudra starts like this, call and response. Karagre vasate Lakshmi. Feel free to join me. Karagre vasate Lakshmi. And looking at the base of the hands, Karamadye Saraswati. And joining in, Karamadye Saraswati. And the base of your hands, Karamule to Govinda. Karamule to Govinda. Every day, a vision, of energy and possibility in my hands. And that sounds like this. Prabhate Karadarshanam. Together. Prabhate Karadarshanam. Bring the hands together right at the heart center. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Start with an exhale. Inhale. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. One more like that. Open the mouth, let it out. Let's bring our hands back to the legs. So I'm going to start with square breathing, and I'm going to give you the option to take half lotus or full lotus. So we're going to lift the right leg and pull it in towards the top of the left thigh. If that doesn't work for you, stay in your Sukhasana with your right leg forward, because we're going to take 3 rounds of square breathing with the right leg on top, and then 3 rounds of square breathing with the other side, with the left leg on top. If you know full lotus and it's comfortable for you, feel free to take that now. Still, right leg was first. So square breathing, we're going to inhale for the count of 4, imagining that we're going up one side of the square. Visualizing the inhale hold along the top of the square for 4 counts. Exhale down the other side of the square And then hold the air out as we count for 4 on the bottom of the square. So it's inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold the air out, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'll lead you through the first 2. You'll try one on your own, then we'll change our feet. So close the eyes or lower the lids and visualize at the center of the eyebrows a beautiful square. We're going to inhale up one side of the square for the count of 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, holding across the top, 2, 3, holding the inhale, 4, exhale down the other side, 2, 3, 4, hold the air out for the bottom, 2, 3, 4. Inhale up one side, 2, 3, 4. Hold across the top, 2, 3, 4. Exhale right side, 2, 3, 4. Hold the air out of your lungs, 2, 3, 4. Now try on your own one time. Hold the air out. And then opening the eyes. Let's change our feet. So if you were in Sukhasana, now you would take your left leg forward and your right foot behind. If you'd like to try half lotus, lifting the left foot, bringing the left foot on the right thigh. And then if you're taking full lotus, the right one will finish that. All right, let's try again. We're going to start again, left side. Inhale for 4, hold across the top. Exhale for 4, down the other side, hold out. This helps us to increase our focus and concentration today. Here we go. I'll lead you through 1, 2 on your own. Inhale. Hold. Across the top. Exhale. Hold out for 4. 2 on your own. Done opening the eyes, and let's change the legs. Let's take an S seat. So bring your right leg behind you. Left leg stays in front. Right hand comes to the back of the right hip. Left hand is to the left. Inhale, lift your right hip far off the floor, looking left, twisting left, lifting your hip. This is an inhale. Exhale, bring the hip down. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. 2 more. Expanding through your chest, expanding through your ribs as you look over the left shoulder. Exhale. Look far over the right shoulder. Last one. Good. And come back to a neutral seat. Let's change our legs. Right leg in front, left leg behind. Get comfortable. If you're not comfortable, you can always use a block or a blanket to prop yourself with. You could sit up a little bit higher on a blanket or a block if you'd like. Left hand comes behind the left hip. Inhale. Reach far up with your chest, with your heart. Look over your right shoulder. And then exhale, bring it down. Look over the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. In. Exhale. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Nice. Coming back to a cross-legged position. Any position will do. If you want to take your left foot in front this time to just see how that feels, or your right foot if that's the one that's less familiar to you. It's always nice to try something that's a little less familiar to you. It wakes up your body. It expands your horizons. So we're going to take a little more breathing practice. Bring your hands in and take a big exhale, interlacing the fingers. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Start to engage your ujjayi breath. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Now bring your hands close. Inhale. Reach your arms up and twist to your right. Exhale, forward fold. Stay 5 breaths. Ujjayi breaths. Inhale, looking right, come up. Exhale, twist left. Now take an inhale and reach a little taller. And then exhale, forward fold. Ujjayi breaths. Inhale, rise. And come back to the center. Exhale, bring your hands behind you. And take your hands to your elbows. Lifting your heart. Feel your chest opening, your lungs expanding. Slowly lower your right ear to your right shoulder. 5 slow breaths. Keep trying to bring the ear to the shoulder, not the shoulder to the ear. And then inhale, bring the head back to the center. And exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Again, lower your left shoulder. Try to lower the ear to the shoulder. Nice. And then inhale, bring the head back to the center. And we're going to make our way, excuse me, to a standing position. Slowly come up to a standing position. Make ourselves into a half moon shape. Bring the arms up. Hold on to your left wrist with your right hand. Feet are side by side but not touching. Neutral spine, so pull pubic bone to navel to get a really long spine. And then exhale, bend over to your right. 5 breaths. One more breath. Inhale, come back to the center. Hold on to your right wrist with your left hand. And then exhale, bend over to the left. Try to reach out of your hips. Good. Inhale, back to the center. And exhale, release your hands. Coming to the front of your mat for a very slow Surya Namaskar C practice. Feet are side by side. Check to make sure the outer edges of your feet are parallel to the edge of the mat. Cross your thumbs. Inhale, reach your arms high, lifting your heart high as you can. And then exhale, forward fold, chin comes to the throat. Stop here and breathe. Just bend one knee and then the other. Shake out the neck. Then step the right foot back, nice and slow, but long. A nice long distance. Rock a little on your right foot, forward and back, breathing naturally. Good. Now take your left foot back, downward facing dog. Your first dog of the day might have bent knees. That's perfectly fine. Stretch your spine. And then on your next inhale, come into a plank pose. And it can be a modified plank with your knees down already, or you can hold it just a little longer here. And then lower the knees, finally chest and chin. Bringing your feet together, legs together, pull your elbows together, and lower the shoulder blades down your back. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, look over your right shoulder towards your heels. Inhale, come to the center. Exhale, take your head over the left shoulder, seeing if you can see your heel. Inhale, come to center. And exhale, long child's pose, 3 breaths. Now, tuck your toes down, downward facing dog. And inhale, step your right foot forward. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Bend the knees, cross the thumbs, lift your heart, lift your arms, coming to standing. Exhale for the left side. Inhale, step the left foot back. And natural breaths here, just feeling that nice opening through the hip flexor, rolling on the ball of the left foot. Good, and then we'll take the right foot back, downward facing dog. Natural breaths, gaze is at the tip of the nose. One more breath. Inhale to a plank, option to lower the knees. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Now come forward, pull the elbows in, shoulder blades down, lift your heart for Bhujangasana. And let's look left side first. Exhale, look over, see if your heels are towards one another, if they're splayed out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, looking to the right. Inhale and exhale, long child's pose. This time, hands back to the feet. 3 breaths. Chin towards the throat, Maha Mudra. And then bringing your hands back in front of you, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, step the left foot forward. And exhale, step your right foot forward. Now bring your hands over your back, interlace your fingers, reach your arms up and over the head, getting a little deeper into our stretchiness. Get a little more flexible than one knee and then the other. Good. Soften the knees, bring the hands in front of you, cross the thumbs, one more round. Inhale, lift your arms and your heart high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right foot steps back. Exhale, left. Inhale, come to a plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Legs come together, feet come together. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose to down dog. Give it a little stretch first, and then come into your downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Exhale, left. Inhale, cross the thumbs, lift your heart. And left side. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left foot steps back. Exhale, right. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward. And exhale, right. Cross the thumbs, lift your heart, lift your arms, standing up, and exhale here. We're going to work our way into Trikonasana. So please have your one block handy. Big toes are together now and heels slightly apart. Inhale, reach the arms to the outer, through the outer edges or through this midline if you'd like. And exhale, forward fold, bent knees or straight legs, up to you. Gaze into the navel. Inhale, lift your head, look to your third eye. Walk, step, or jump to the back of your mat and lower down to chaturanga. You can also take knees, chest, and chin if you'd like instead. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Spending 5 breaths here. Stretching just a little more through the legs, the back, the arms. And on your next inhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Open the back foot 90 degrees. Have your block nearby. Inhale, coming up. Both legs are straight. Exhale, reach your right arm long, and you can reach your right hand to your block, taking it on the outside of your right foot if you'd like, or your hand to your shin, even your thigh, just not on the knee. Turning your gaze up, 5 slow breaths. And then bring the left hand down, bending the right knee. Step your right foot back, turn your left heel high, step it back, try not to slide it on the mat. And take knees, chest, and chin out of this. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward, opening the right foot 90 degrees, blocking beyond the outside of left foot. Inhale, coming up. Both legs are straight. Exhale, swing your hips right and reach far left. 5 breaths. Turn your gaze towards the right hand. Both legs are active. Mula bandha is active. Pelvic floor is lifting. Belly is in and up towards the heart. Pinky toe of the right foot is rolling towards the floor. Arches are lifting. Side body on both sides. Long, long, long. One more breath. Soften your left knee. Bring the right hand down. And let's take our left foot back. Right heel goes high first. Step it back. Coming into a plank. Knees, chest, and chin. Inhale to cobra. And exhale to downward facing dog. Now walk your feet about a good step closer towards your hands. And then bring your right foot in between the hands. Your left heel is going to come down, toes turning out to about, if you had a clock on your mat, about 10 to 11 o'clock. Bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot, in front of or to the outside of your right foot, the foot that's in front. And then inhale, open to the right for viparita trikonasana. Roll the right hip back, left hip slowly rolls forward. Both thighs are internally rotated. Press through the balls of your feet. One more breath. And bring the right hand down, stepping the right foot back, all the way back. Get a really long, stretching, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, take the left foot forward. Bring your right foot a lot closer because we didn't step forward that time. Now my right toes are facing between 1 and 2 o'clock. You can even take your block with you if you'd like. Right hand is going to go on the inside of the left foot or in front of or the outside for viparita trikonasana. Roll the left hip back first. Lengthen this torso, please. And when you're ready, on an inhale, open. We don't want a round torso. We want a nice long torso. That's where the block really helps to give you a lift and create a longer torso. Creates a more even and graceful twist. Rolling the outer edge of the right foot on the floor. Ball of the left foot on the floor. Arches lifting. Keep pressing your right hand against the floor, lifting you a little higher. This is the most active part of the practice today. Good, and then bend, soften the left knee and bring yourself back to downward facing dog. Stretching it out here. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog once again. Walk your feet to the center of your mat and walk your hands back to your feet. Soften the knees, shake out the neck. Relax your tongue. Bending the knees, take your hands to your hips and come up gently, rolling up slowly. And facing the side of your mat for tree pose, Vrikshasana. So we're going to take a half lotus tree pose today. Bending your right knee, open the hip. We're going to try it. Half lotus can look like this, it can look like this, it can look like this, or you can bring your right leg up all the way and externally rotate through the hip, opening your right foot towards the side of your mat. Bringing your hands to your heart today, lift the hands up, and we're going to find that Pushpaputta Mudra, but a little bit different. This time we're going to connect our thumbs and our the outer edges of the pinky. So creating a beautiful lotus above us. Every day, a vision of energy, possibility. That's what the lotus represents. It rises from mud, represents hope, possibility, vitality. Gaze can be to the floor in front of you or to the point between the ceiling and the wall. One more breath and release the pose. All right, so remembering you don't have to lift the leg very high. This could be your lotus, right? Or you could take it a little higher or a little higher, opening it through this side if you'd like. Hands come together and then lift into that beautiful lotus pose again. That lotus mudra, excuse me. Reaching up. Now set your gaze. Three more breaths. One more breath. And releasing the hands. Release your leg. We're going to take our feet wide for Malasana. Toes out, heels in. Slowly lower the sits bones. Good. Try collarbones up, sits bones down. 5 Ujjayi breaths, arms on the inside, so the legs. This is excellent for stretching out the low back, stretching the hips. One more breath. And then release the hands and gently come down. All right. You're probably feeling a little warm by now, so I'm going to teach you a wonderful cooling down pranayama. Maybe you already know it. Find a comfortable seat. I like lotus pose for this pranayama practice. This is Sitali breath, and you can also practice its cousin, Sitali, if it's difficult to roll your tongue. So we're going to stick our tongue out and roll it. Try to roll it. And sip in air through a rolled tongue. Try that. If you can't roll your tongue, no problem. You can just bring your teeth together and breathe in air through closed teeth. When you have brought the air in, either through rolled tongue or closed teeth, bring your tongue to the roof of the palate and breathe out the nose, closing your lips. Breathing in through the tongue or the teeth, and then tongue to the roof of the palate, breathe out through the nose. Let's try 5 more times. Tongue to roof of palate, closed lips. Good. 4 more. The last 3 I'll do with my teeth. Tongue to roof of palate. 2 more. Do you feel the coolness in your throat? I'm going to close your eyes for a few moments. Just feel the coolness in the gums. This is an excellent practice for warm days of summer, also for menopause, or if you just feel aggravated, if you have gastric issues, this will help to calm the nerves, to cool the system. Feel the coolness. So you can tell that the longer you practice this, the more coolness you receive. In fact, it can go all the way down your throat, into your chest, into your whole system. You can practice it for as long as you'd like. There's no limit to it. There's no counterindications. Just don't try to pull in the air too hard. It's a very calming and cooling practice. And I chose it for towards the end part of our sequence today to cool us down for Gomukhasana. So we're going to bring our feet behind us and bring the left knee behind the right knee, opening the feet very wide. Now have your block nearby, because when you sit down, you might want to sit on your block if your hips feel tight. Make sure your feet are equidistant from your hips. So don't pull the further one away. Instead, the one that's too close, pull that away from the side body. And we're just going to stay here for a few moments, feeling the hips. Chin in towards the throat, neck is long. And we're going to try bringing our hands behind our back again. Hands to elbows. So bring the hands to the elbows. And 3 Sitali or Sitali breaths. Sitali is where you use your rolled tongue. Sitali, the teeth together. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And release the arms. If you have a block, release the block. Come forward and change sides. So the right leg was in front this side. This time we'll take the left leg in front. Separate your feet very, very wide and either sit in between them or sit on a block. Make sure your heels are equidistant from the hips. Ready? We're going to bring our hands behind us once again. Hands to elbows, lifting the heart. Sitali or Sitkari 3 times. Inhale. And exhale. Make sure you bring the tongue to the roof of the palate. 2 more. One more. And releasing the arms. Stop here for a moment. Feel the hips. And bring your hands behind you and stretch out the legs. Woo, finally. Stretching out the legs. Make sure you're long on your mat. And lay down on the mat. Pull the shoulder blades together. Bend your knees. Soles of the feet are on the floor. Lift your bottom and tuck your tail slightly so that your pubic bone comes closer to your navel. Grab that one block and bring it just between your thighs. You're squeezing the block, spread the toes, lift the arches of the feet. Inhale, lift the bottom, reach the arms up and over the head. Make sure there's nothing you'll crash into behind you. Give a good lift. I'm going to exhale, lower down. You're welcome to add your Sitali breath. Inhale or Sitali. Exhale, tongue, roof of palate, breathe out through the nose. This is a very cooling pranayama. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. And bring your block to the side. Just lift our bottoms and swing them a little bit right. Pull the knees into the chest and lower both knees to the left. Extending the arms out like a T, look far right. 5 breaths. Close the eyes. Relax the tongue in your mouth. Relax your jaw. Breathing in and out through the nose, feeling the coolness, the newfound coolness. And then bring the knees back to the center and the soles of the feet down. Lift your bottom, swing it left, pull the knees into the chest, and lower both knees to your right now. And look left. Breathing in and out through the nose. And inhale, bring the knees back to the center, soles of the feet are on the floor. Arms come back to the center. Now you have 2 choices here. You can take your legs up the wall, roll to your side, and come up for a moment. You can take your legs up to a wall, or you can find a chair. Give you a moment to do this. This is also very comfortable. You can take a chair on your mat, or legs straight up the wall. So if you're taking the chair, I'll give you the first instruction here, then I'll show you how to get up the wall. Bring your legs and there you go. Cross your, it's nice if there's nothing here because you can put your feet under. But if there is, just scooch back a little bit more. That's one option. The second option today is to take legs up the wall. I'm going to be here for about 5 minutes. So you want to make sure that you're comfortable in whichever you choose. So I'm going to take my blanket and put it right against the wall. And sit down with my right hip or your left hip, whichever's easiest, against the wall. Lean back and roll around until your legs come up the wall. Now, you don't want your bottom right at the wall, especially if you have knee issues, you want a little more space. You can bring your bottom back a little bit. So, legs are on the chair or on the wall. I'm going to start with 3 cooling breaths. So, sticking your tongue out or closing your teeth, opening your lips, either way, to let the cool air in. Ready? Bring your lips together, tongue to the roof of the palate, exhale. 2 more. 1 more. And just rest in the coolness. This is an excellent way to take an inversion on a warm day or a day that you just need a little more surrender. If at any time your legs are up the wall and you feel uncomfortable, you can bend your knees. Soles of the feet can be at the wall. You can roll to one side or you can scooch back and take a Shavasana-like position. This is an excellent way to bring coolness to the legs. See if you can become the watcher of your breath, not the breather. With your eyes closed, watch your breath. Watch it rising and falling, entering and leaving. Just watching the breath, unattached awareness. Still just watching the breath. Well, wherever you are, slowly come back to awareness here. Bend your knees a little closer to your chest and roll to one side so you can come off of the chair or the wall and gently bring yourself up to a seat to prepare for Shavasana. We'll have a little stretch before Shavasana. So I'm going to put this blanket here for my head and laying down, coming into Apanasana. Pull the knees in towards the chest. Rock side to side. Give yourself a nice massage. Chin is towards the throat. Shoulders are relaxed to the floor. Inhale deeply. And exhale, let everything float to the floor. Separate your feet nice and wide. Separate your hands from your body. We're going to try our cooling breath one last time here. Please continue it if you like it. Inhale, rolled tongue or teeth together, sipping in the air. Bring your tongue to the roof of the palate, close the lips, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Continue if you like it, 5 more times, or rest here. Whether you're still practicing the pranayama or have come into stillness, try to create an attitude of relaxation. Not breathing quickly, staying present, not allowing the mind to go to whatever came before the practice or whatever may come afterwards. Staying present by watching the breath. Every breath, a breath towards deeper relaxation. And start to listen to the sounds around you. Not becoming attached with any sounds, just unattached awareness, allowing the sensation of hearing, allowing your awareness to hop from sound to sound. And then start to make movement through your fingers and your toes, wrists and ankles, and then larger stretches. Slowly bend your knees in and roll onto your right side, your cool, calm side. Rolling onto the right helps to activate the coolness in the body, the calmness, the peace. And then gently place your left hand on the floor and bring yourself to a seat. Bring our hands back to Pushpakuta Mudra with hands open this time, not the thumbs reaching towards the other thumb, just the thumbs open, looking right into your hands. Lakshmi, prosperity and abundance at the tip of the fingers. Saraswati, eloquence and learning in the middle of your hands. Govinda, Vishnu, power at the base of your hands. All this in your hands today. Bring your hands together towards the heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti together. Inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Have a great day. Thank you for allowing me to lead your practice. Om Shanti.